depths of Chicago. Live and direct. It's the Rico No Suave Show. Starring Rico No Suave. With co-host Valerie Malesio. Featuring special guests every Saturday. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here is Rico No Suave. Ritmo.
Your boy Rico No Suave. Let's go, everybody. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. It's your boy Rico No Suave here on a 1-2-1-2. Ya tú sabes, mi gente. Hoy es sábado, mi gente. Wow, we are ready. I am hyped. You already know I'm hyped because you know why? It's nice outside in Chicago. You know, it's nice outside in Chicago. You know, un poco lluvia, pero entonces we got a little bit of sol out there también. So you already know me, gente. I am ready to go with each and every one of you guys. And thank you so much for all of your support. You know why? For all of your support that you actually give us is because next week is our 4-year anniversary.
Yes.
Yes, 4-year anniversary party. Yes. And you already know that's been rocking it with me. What's up, Valerie Malesio? What's up, Valerie?
Hey, feliz sábado, mi gente. As you know, Rico just said, we had a little bit of rain this morning, but like we always say on this show, it is always hot up in here.
Yeah, it's always
Saturday!
Saturday. Yeah, it is always hot up here. You got that right. We try to keep it tropical with the trees.
He's trying to bake cookies up in here. No, it for real is hot in here.
No, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, you know, that's one thing that we love to do is, you know, keep it baking. You know, keep it baking up in here. So we always like to do that, everybody. We want to thank you guys so much for your support, but we're going to get right into it, everybody. Because we have something called the Breaking News, everyone, that we do every week for you guys because there's some good things, there's some bad things, and there's some mediocre things as well, too. So, all right.
Really, it's up to us to keep you informed, right?
Keep them informed all day?
All day.
All right, let's get All right, so everybody, check this out. So there's something that I've actually seen that just caught my eye, and everything that we talk about when it comes to cancer. You know, that's one of the number one killing disease that's here in America and throughout the world. I would just say throughout the world globally. Well, there was participants. There were at least 14 participants that actually went through this trial, right? I'm not going to read the whole thing, but, you know, it was kind of like for colon cancer, and they actually had this drug, and this drug actually was there to actually just do an experimental for the colon, right, for colon cancer. And they realized that some of the actual participants actually had tumors. And when they took this drug, the tumor went away.
Wow.
So
that's amazing.
And of course, you know, reading this, the results is astonishing. And the researchers was like, they say caution that they need to be replicate in other trials as well too, to see if there's a trickle down effect on being right. So I'm like, man, I said that's hot. So I'm looking at it as, wow, this is something that's going to actually, you know, break through. Hopefully, that should be able to break through.
But that's the key word right there, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hope.
Yeah.
This gives us some hope that we can actually have a cure for this type of cancer.
Yes.
It sounds like this trial was specific to colon cancer.
Right.
But if they're successful in this trial, you know, imagine what this can lead to as far as you mentioned the domino effect.
Right.
If they can, you know, execute this type of cancer, then what about the other ones? Leukemia, all the other cancer is such a beast out there.
It is.
And thus far, they've not been able to come up with a solid, proven cure. You know?
You know, the crazy thing about this is that a lot of people don't realize that when it's something of a disease that actually comes close to you, And when you're looking for the doctors and the nurses and scientists to actually come up and say, hey, what are you guys doing to be able to help this?
Right.
And it's been trials for years.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And it's so crazy because after the pandemic, think about this. We're starting to see a little bit more participation. We're starting to see more trials going along to be able to see how we can actually fight these diseases because of that shutdown that we went through, right? That actually took a lot when it, for the pandemic, it todo, right? I'm like, man, there's so many great things that started.
Right, you would think they were like locked in a room just trying to double down on and hyper focus on trying to solve this, and this touches home for me because my mother passed away from cancer.
Yes.
And and you're right. You look to doctors to have all these solutions, but it's not an exact science. There's only maybe this will work. Let's try this and see how your body responds. The body's amazing. Everybody responds differently to different types of treatment. So I love that they did this trial. I'm super excited to see what more results can come from it.
Yes.
Amazing find, Rico. Thanks for bringing that to us.
The last thing I would definitely say, the one thing I would definitely say about this is, with a lot of people that actually has, like my uncle, mi tío, he actually had, colon cancer. And then I also had another tío that had prostate cancer. As well. And, if this would have been something that they could have actually went through, especially for colon cancer, that would have been nice for them to be able to at least go through that trial to see if that would have been able to work during this time. So this was published June 8th. This was published June 8th as well, too. All right, we're going to bring up the second photo. Let's bring up the second photo. And I'm going to read off just this one. So the patients had already been diagnosed in early stage of rectal cancer, had mismatch repair deficiency, and had not yet received any treatment. As part of the trial, they were given 9 doses of a drug called intravenous dostarlimab.
Keep trying. I don't even know what that word is.
Which is designed to block specific cancer cell proteins. The participants did not report any major complications from the drug. And 6 months later, their scans, biopsies, and physical exam showed no signs of cancer. All 14 patients. The odds are exceedingly low and really unheard of in oncology, Sarah told the Post. The study sample size was diverse in age, race, and ethnicity, but very small, and the participants would still be under observations for several years to make sure that the tumors do not return and have metastasized in other parts of their bodies. Researchers also buoyed, right? I like that, booyah, right? Buoyed by the trial results and want to see this lead to new treatments for other cancers. I feel universal feeling of gratitude, but also hope for others. Trial participant Sasha Roth told the Post. Hope.
That's it. That's the key word, hope.
Yes. Right. So,
this is what kind of blew me away, that word.
Yeah.
Metastasize.
Yeah.
I know it's not that it's a difficult word. Yes, it is a little bit tricky.
Yes.
But that's what I learned going through that experience with my mother. Like, I had no idea that cancer it'll spread to different parts of your body.
Yes.
And be named a different type of cancer.
Yeah.
Like if you get, like, for example, breast cancer, breast cancer can spread to your bones.
Right.
It's not like it, but it's not bone cancer.
Right.
That's a different type. It's just weird how it manifests and moves around in the body. So I'm super excited that they're doing these trials.
And this is one thing I love about scientists because, when I was in college, man, science was my thing. I love science.
I believe it.
It was like trying to be like Einstein, it was like trying to find a way to be able to make things happen and how to see how things replicate the human anatomy, the body, and how it transforms from one to another, and diseases and stuff like that. So big shout out to the scientists out there in England. Yaku Suave. All right, everybody, I got to introduce this gentleman here. I got to introduce this guy. Man, this is, I'm happy.
We're excited.
I'm happy that he's here,
Very excited.
I'm happy that he's here. So, from Puerto Rico. Ya tú sabes.
All the way from Puerto Rico.
Right? My man, growing up, he came to Chicago playing instruments. and also, you know, the family, of course, with, you know, Bien Boricua, you know, the salsa, merengue, bachata, and then, of course, the reggaeton that actually came into the mix later down. But this gentleman has been performing, had over 30 performances. He's also been into competitions. Then the judge was like, you know what? You are the one.
You got
right? You are the one. And then when he finally actually made it, he said, yeah, you know what? 2022 is going to actually be my year. I want you guys to put your fists together. I want you to stand up. All my reggaetoneros and even my Latinos, stand up.
Woo!
Make sure you salute. Because my man, Algarii, the one, is in the building. Let's
Yes!
go! Yeah! What's up, Algarii?
Right, thank you, man.
Thank you for being here, man. Thank you for being here.
How you like that
man.
intro?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you, man. Hey,
One, you got it perfect.
I
Got it one.
Hey, I have to say, my man, if you know, you ever need an MC to bring you in, let me know. That's sorry, man.
Got it one.
He's trying to get a job as your hype man.
Hey, that's good, man. I love it.
Right. I'm bringing all my people with me, man. So let's start off with the question of everyone's journey, right? Everyone's journey when we're talking about how you got started. Because to be able to have that feeling, to be able to feel that, hey, I want to go into that industry, what made you decide to actually, you know, be a reggaetonero and rap artist? What was your inspiration there?
Well, when I was little, I never got to listen to reggaeton. It was always salsa, merengue, bachata, trova.
Uh-huh.
You know, we used to compete a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I ended up actually meeting Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam. I actually didn't know who they were, you know.
Okay.
So one of my friends was like, man, they're reggaeton artists, you know, and they're party people. They like to bring joy to the people. So I was like, you know what? You know, on Puerto Rico, they usually have free videos on Saturdays.
Yeah.
I was just, you know, in my house, you know, minding my business. Turn on the TV and I see Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam. And I was like, man, wow, you know, like, I like this, you know. I see the way they interact with the people. People are happy, party persons, you know. And I was like, I want to get there one day, you know. Used to be in the house, partying, taking shower, you know. Empezaba a cantar, you know. Trying to be like them, imitate them, you know.
Those are the best moments.
Yeah, in the shower, you know.
So you saw them on the screen, and they were doing their thing for the people.
Yes.
And at that moment, that just sparked something in you. You were like, I want to do this.
There. Yeah, I want to be there. I want to do the same thing they do.
So, there, you know, Chico, ya tú sabes, man, there is rap battles and then reggaeton, you know, there's underground in a basement, right? We call it like in a barrio, right? And I think you guys...
Underground.
See. So, underground, Chico, so you know that that's where all of the legend starts and things like that. Did you get yourself involved in the underground? Because I know you came here when you were 10? Yeah, 10, right? So when during that time, of course, you know, looking up and looking at who these guys were, the underground has always been, of course, in Puerto Rico and, of course, in aquí en America también. Pero when you actually came here and started getting into that, did you also do a lot of underground? Like, did you start getting into that industry with the underground as well?
Yes, yeah.
How was that?
Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I used to love the battling, you know. I used to battle with my own self.
Did you?
I used to put, you know, the cassette, you know how you can record?
Yep.
Yeah.
I used to put the two little papers and record myself, you know, and then I used to listen to myself. I was like, hey,
You're showing your age here.
Again, you know? That's how I used to do it, you know. I was like, if I'm ever in a battle, I want to see how I sound, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how I used to do it back in the day, You know, being on the ground.
See? Mira, so check this out, because, you know, underground, it comes from where you're in a grupo, right?
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, we're going to actually form our own group, or I want to do something solo and just freestyle underground, right? And then when you finally get to that underground piece and you just start freestyling, I think freestyling is the best thing ever. Freestyle, I think, just makes your mind accurate. When you were actually freestyling, were you ever nervous about when you actually, like, you know, it's some circle, right? And guys are actually, you know, beatboxing or whoever, they going into it. Did you ever get nervous your first time when you went into actually freestyle, or how was that like?
I actually did got nervous, But once I started seeing the crowd, you know, clapping, getting motivated, you know, it was like,
Oh, you use that.
because back in the day, I was not improviser, you know,
Right.
everything was writing.
Pen on paper.
Yeah.
But what I used to rap about in the battles, it was nothing that the people were living right there at the moment.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna start improvising. You know, and when I used to go battle, I used to see what people were doing. Oh, look at, I'll sing. Oh, that person's grabbing a cup. Oh, this person dancing. Oh, this person got this, that.
Yeah.
So you know, it used to bring up more the crowd. Like, oh, you know, está improvisando. You know,
Sí.
and he's doing it live. You know, and
Yeah.
that's what I started doing. So now como yo improviso mejor now.
Uh-huh.
Now that I started writing, I
Right.
improvise more because I sing about what people are living at the moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's a barrio, right?
Yeah,
It's
el
the
barrio.
barrio todo, right? So you see people that's, you know, selling, you know, food or clothes on a corner, right?
Yeah,
And you're
exactly.
going to talk about
It's
that.
a story,
because
you
that's
know?
a story,
Yeah.
right? So were you, do you consider yourself, and we kind of talked about this too,
Yeah.
right, with Curtis Blow, the storytelling, do you feel that you're more of a storyteller for the barrio, or do you feel like you're a storyteller for like yourself personally?
I do it for both, but mainly myself.
Yeah.
Mainly myself.
So you tell your journey.
Yes, because
Okay.
I'm a party person.
Yeah.
I love to party. Everybody that knows Algarii, hey, es el pariseo, you
Yeah,
know?
sí, claro.
So basically, all the songs that I do is the stuff that I live.
Yeah.
The stuff that people like living, you know,
Yeah.
partying, you know, sometimes you work, you know, 70 hours, you know, 80 hours, you know, you want to go have a drink, you want to go party, you
Of
know?
course.
You want to release some stress.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I sing about, you know?
Yeah.
People having fun, enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
You know, I do romantiqueo too, but that's
Okay.
me, like tiraera and stuff like that.
Sí, sí.
No.
Okay.
I sing about what I live, party. I'm a party person,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So-
hey, I saw one of your videos. I think
Yeah.
I saw one of your videos. I think it looked like y'all was in a house party or something like that. It was like I don't know if it was. I gotta remember. It's one of your videos that I saw, man. And
Throw it back.
throw it back.
Throw it back. Throw it back.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
I did the featuring with Remy Got a Blast.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a pretty awesome video.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty awesome video.
Yeah, that was hot. Yeah. I remember seeing that.
So all through your school age years, it was always just reggaeton? Or did you...
Not at the beginning, no. Everything was salsa, like, you know, my parents didn't like the reggaeton. Back in the day, it was, like you said, underground.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was more explicit, you know, they used to talk bad. And
Yeah.
my
Pretty
parents,
raw,
yeah,
yeah.
my parents didn't like that.
Sí.
But, you know,
Con respeto,
it attracted me, you know, like
Yeah.
the way they were. So I everything was always bachata, merengue, salsa. But
Yeah.
it was something about me that I was like, man, I like the beat. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I like the
That
beat.
pulled you in.
Yeah, it pulled me in, and I was like, you know what, I want to do that. You know,
How did you explain that to mom?
I had my CD, you know, and I used to come from school, so they didn't know exactly what I was listening to, you know. Sit down, doing my homework, and they'll see me going like this. They know salsa is not like this, so you know. So they're like, what are you listening to? Yeah, so I was like, nothing. Fortunately, I had to tell them the truth. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
listen to reggaeton. They're like, as long as it doesn't say anything bad, you know, we don't mind.
Yeah.
So I got the freedom right there. I was like, hey. Every day I come with a new song. Hey, I got a new CD. You know, I used to go to my school, trade CDs with my
Yes,
friends, you know?
yes,
I used to be
yes.
like, hey, I already listened to this whole CD 10 times. You want to trade? Yeah, sure. Hey, I got this new reggaeton that came out. DJ Blas, you know, reggaeton, you know, todo me lo daban. No, el CD nuevo de Nicky Young. I remember I had it every single day. I used to go to sleep with it until my batteries gave out.
That's love right there, mama. That's love. You know, I have to say, man, you take me back, man, to, you know, days. I used to break dance, man.
Oh, yeah,
I used to
nice.
break dance, and of course, listen to the hip hop artists and listening to, you know, back in the day of just falling. You said falling asleep, bro.
Yeah.
I used to fall asleep listening to the radio, and the guy just would never shut up from the DJ. And I was like, man, be quiet, man. I'm trying to listen
trying to
this
record.
song. I'm trying to listen to this song, man. And then once I was able to hear him, hear the music, I was good because I used to record at night because they used to have like commercial free.
Right, commercial free. And those were all the mixes,
Those
too.
were all the
It'd be
mixes.
like continuous play.
Right. So I used to love that, man. And when you said fall asleep, I'm like, bro, that is me. Yeah. That was me when I was like, I used to fall asleep with the radio on, and then my mom was like, you still listen to the radio at 6 a.m. in the morning? I was like, yeah, I woke up to it. It's like, you had it on all night. Turn that off because my electric bill gonna be high.
And don't roll over and accidentally have the headphones
plugged. That's another.
Because then all of a sudden it's super loud.
No, my goodness. Yep. But then if your parents are calling you, your mama calling you, and you got your headphones on, and you don't hear it pop. Did
you hear me calling you?
Yeah. All right, everybody. We got a lot of people actually tuning in right now, man. Yeah. Oh man, Miss Wright Rodriguez, she's checking in. We got Yesenia Lee checking in. So what's going on? How's it going, everybody? Thank you guys so much for actually checking in with us, and everybody else is checking in. You already know we got my man Algarii, the one. Sorry, man. We got my man in the building. So Algarii, man, there's when it comes to inspiration, and I think this is kind of what Valerie and us were always thinking about from a journey standpoint, right? We have, who inspired you the most of coming into reggae? Now, you also talk about rap artists as well, too. Yeah. That's English and Spanish, right? So the rap piece of that, reggaeton is a totally different culture, you have to sorry, right? Mm-hmm. And then we had the rap, right? On the rap end, what was your influence on the rap artists? Who influenced you to get into that piece as well?
Like English-wise?
The English-wise, yeah.
I grew up Biggie, Tupac.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, Snoop. Yeah. He's like the gangster of the world. You know what I mean? Like, he can get on stage and do.
He's always gonna be like.
I can't understand what he was saying, but I was just like,
He's always gonna be everybody's favorite gangster. I mean, Snoop Dogg's like the family household gangster.
Right? Exactly. Yeah. So
love
Biggie and Tupac, and I think it was just the flow, right?
Yeah.
It's the flow of rap. Did you also, pay tribute to any of like the old school pioneers? Did you listen to any of the old school pioneers as well besides Biggie, Tupac? Did you listen to Slick Rick? You ever heard of Slick Rick? I know those guys.
But even with reggaeton, did you listen to like Tego or any of those?
Tego. Wing, Tempo.
Yeah,
Tempo was really good.
Yeah.
So in your experience with growing up and listening to all these different artists, what do you feel like is the difference between the music back then and between the music now?
Now, there's a big difference, Now, what's really popular more is trap.
Okay.
It has evolved. Everything was reggaeton back in the day, and now it's trap.
So for any of our audience that don't exactly know what that means, can you tell us a little bit about what trap is?
Trap is more like hip hop mixed with house and a little bit of reggaeton.
So it's like a kind of a mesh.
Yeah. It's all a mixture together.
Okay.
It's like that fusion.
And do you consider your music trap?
No.
Okay.
But I actually would like to try it.
Maybe my next album.
My next song.
Or my next CD.
Yeah.
I'm saying albums. I'm showing my age.
See, I like it because it's more like,
it hits.
Club is, trap is more like, you're driving in your car, windows down,
See, for me, I think trap even got a little bit more of that Euro feel. It's like a party music, but it's like for reggaeton, it does hit. Like it hits those Caribbean drums, those
tribal.
beats. Yeah, there you go. That's the word I was looking for. It's a little more tribal.
Yep. Yeah.
And the kicks. I mean, those 808s hit hard.
Yeah.
On reggae versus.
Speaking of tribal, when I was looking at ODB from Wu-Tang Clan, most of his music of Wu-Tang Clan, they actually were tribal as well too. They had that boom, 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 right? And when they actually hit, you felt it. Even in reggaeton, I love Tego, man. Tego is my guy, man.
But that's all that Jamaican influence, island, rhythms.
But Tego, man, when you hear when you hear his voice and then you hear the beats
nobody sounds like him.
Of course not, right? But when you hear Tego, he's like the pioneer. He's like, I feel.
He got the unique voice. Like,
So we're gonna have to go to commercial so you can just sing the whole song.
Man, when you hear Thego, man, or when you just hear artists like that, it feels good, man. It feels good to be able to get involved into the actual music itself. And then when you finally get involved as far as in the music of reggaeton, and then when you see what's happening on the outskirts, the 10-year difference, though, that makes a big difference.
It is a big difference.
I mean, there's a big difference when you hear as far as from Thego to what it is now, right? Yeah. And then you see these young cats coming up as well, too. And you're like, man. And even when I was seeing between Thego and Tito El Bambino, right? When I started seeing how that transformed into love, it reminded, it's funny. It's funny because it reminded me on a rap end to where you had, there's a guy in Coogee Rap and, KRS-One, and then you start hearing LL Cool J. I need love. And you're like, whoa. I like me like so I'm like, whoa. I was like, hold on, because they were so hard. Are we getting are we heartbroken? Like
hey, love, it's a different day.
Yeah,
people embrace it a bit more now.
Yeah. So, one of the things is that it feels that it's kind of like, where does reggaeton take you, right? And where do you do your research as far as with reggaeton? So right now, of course, in that era, because you started reggaeton, what year? What year did you start reggaeton?
I started when I was 12 years old.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's pretty young.
22?
Yeah.
You're like
32.
Oh, okay. You look 22.
Did you see the movie that came out with Nicky Jam?
Yes.
And how did you feel when that came out?
I loved it.
Did you?
Yes.
Was it like you
About
remembered
me, yeah.
it?
Yes.
It took you back. Huh?
Oh yeah, I did. Wow. Everything that he went through, like any artist, you don't know what they go through. You just see them all up there. It was easy for them. No, but all the artists, they go through a struggle, to make it up there. So
yeah, he put it out there.
Yeah. He did.
Yeah. He really put it out there.
Yeah, and that's good because the world needs to see that, right? That's that whole journey. That's the whole journey. So,
but he talks about it in that film.
Yeah.
About the ragamuffin style, that Jamaican Caribbean beat, and mixing it with rap, so it kind of tells a little bit of like what you're saying, but you saying that he's such an influence on you, I can imagine that surreal feeling of seeing it on the screen. You're like, oh my God, that was about the time I met them, or I seen them. Did you ever see them around town after that? No,
because they blew up. So.
Oh, they left.
Yes.
They
blew up pretty fast, so it's hard,
Yeah.
It's really hard to get around Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam,
Yeah.
Especially now, after Daddy Yankee's retiring, so.
Yeah, the last tour, I saw that, man.
Is he really though, or is he one of those that's gonna retire?
Gonna be in the industry, but I don't think he's gonna be performing anymore.
Maybe producing.
I would say
maybe
he's probably
producing,
gonna be like a Jay-Z. You know what I mean? How Jay-Z is actually making cameos and things
he'll still
like
jump
that.
on a track.
Oh, you can never let go.
You never know,
You can never let go, right? That's gonna be like you. You know what I mean? You can never let go. You know what I mean? You can still be partying, getting it all right. We're gonna be partying with you. You know that, right?
When he goes on stage, he's going to be the one to bring him back on stage. Like, why'd you perform over here?
All right, everybody, man. You already know my man Algarii, the one, is in the building. I got to give him his props. I love the when he puts his hat on like that.
It's like the universal reggaeton pose. Where's my hat at?
For everybody that's actually tuning in, thank you guys so much for actually tuning in. But we're going to take a quick commercial break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Has your newborn child been diagnosed with necrotizing enterocolitis, NEC, after delivery? You may be entitled to compensation. NEC is a potentially serious medical condition generally seen in premature or underweight newborns, but can develop in any newborn within the first 2 weeks of being born. NEC, if not diagnosed and treated immediately, can rapidly progress from a treatable medical condition to a devastating infection that the baby's body is unable to fight.
Call 1-855-335-0410.
This is an important message for anyone drowning in credit card debt, struggling just to make minimum payments, or tired of the collection calls. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, personal loans, medical bills, or collection accounts, you may qualify for our Debt Restart program. Call right now to see if you qualify. This program is designed to help you get out of debt in as little as 24 to 48 months. Representatives are standing by to take your call. Don't wait. Call the number on your screen now.
All right, everybody, we are back. You already know what my man Algarii the one. Hey, everybody, I do have to, give some shout-outs. We got to give some shout-outs out there to people that's actually tuning in. But thank you guys so much. Yatu Suave, thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Rico No Suave Talk Show. And don't forget to share this video because you already know we got my man Algarii the one. Check it out, Yatu Suave. All right, we got my man Glenn Bisono.
Glenn Bisono.
Papo. Yeah, thank you guys so much for actually tuning in. We got Rhonda Stramil checking in from Texas.
Texas, baby.
Tejas, right? Checking in as well, too. Yes, we have, who else we got?
We got Daisy.
We got Daisy
Daisy's checking in.
What's
well,
up,
hello
Daisy?
to you, too, lovely.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much for tuning in with us. Who else we got? We got
John T for free.
John T for free. We got Eric Perez checking in. What's up,
Hey, Eric?
Elizabeth Lopez. She said, I got it. We got Ruby checking in. Ruby Rivera.
Who's that?
¿Tú conoces
Do you know who that is?
Ese Ruby Cintrón. Tú sabes.
Sí,
Tú conoces ella, ¿verdad?
Está
Oh,
bien,
sí,
ella.
está bueno.
Está bien rica.
Está rica.
I think her arm made a cameo.
Yeah, right?
Oh, yeah.
When we came back on the screen.
She
Yeah, so-
might even be here live.
Actually, might be.
A little glimpse,
We got Francis Perez. Dímelo,
Hey.
papi, normal, papá. He said, yes, Algarii, wepa. Oh, he taking you back to the salsa days right there,
yeah.
papá. We got Luis Perez checking in. He says, wepa. Dímelo. Okay, I hear you, Miss Right Fresa. I hear
Yeah.
you, mama. Yes, Primo Cruz is checking in.
Hey,
We got a lot of
Primo.
people checking in. We got Edwin J. He said, Dembo.
Bambo.
Sorry, man. Yes, we got Kate Perez checking in as well, too. Who else we got? We got Tiffany Christine Ortiz, PR
Hey,
in La
hey.
Casa. Saludo, man. Saludo,
Wow.
Boricuas. And then we have, who else we got? He said, I wonder, this is Primo Cruz. He says, I wonder if any of the Wu-Tang have West Indian roots. That's a good question.
Probably.
That's a
mean,
really good
that's a
question
really good
as well,
question,
too.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a real good question. So thank you guys for keep it pouring in, everybody. Keep it pouring in because you already know we got my man Algarii, the one. Yeah, Ruby's here, too. We just let you guys know that. Ruby is here, too. All right. So
I have a question. So you were talking about that you started music, about 12. You're, kicking the idea around and you were really enamored with seeing what you saw on stage. Did you start any type of group with your friends or was it always just you?
I actually started by myself, and when I came to Chicago, my cousin Glenn and my brother, they had their own little group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my
Were you
cousin-
part of that group too?
Yeah, I ended up joining the group.
What was the name of it?
Los Perdidos.
Ooh,
The Lost, yes.
The Lost,
Los
yeah.
Perdidos. My cousin did the house, and my brother did the hip hop. So they're like, "Oh, Primo's from Puerto Rico. He does the reggaeton." They're like,
Bring it
join?
in.
Yeah, they're like, you want to join the group? Come on, let's get it all together. And we actually made noise in Chicago.
Did you have a different stage name at that time? What was it?
Pucho el Invencible.
If somebody has a flyer from back then, feel free to send it in.
Send it over, right?
We love to ask about the history, because a lot of times artists, they start off as DJs or, kind of where that journey came from. Yeah. And we had people in here tell us some crazy names that they had, growing up, different nicknames that they had on flyers out there.
Right.
Do you keep some of that stuff?
I actually still
around?
got my first CD that we did with the group. I also got a flyer that our music came out in a movie. It's called Go For It. It was made in Chicago.
Okay, go for
wow.
it. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So your music is featured in a film.
Yes.
Did you hear that, everybody?
Yes,
His
yes.
music is featured in a film.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it now.
Go for it and watch it.
Yeah, I love
Wow,
that, man.
that's
That's hot,
exciting.
bro.
It's really
That's
nice.
hot. Wow.
He's so humble about it too. He's like, yeah, I have a song, in a movie.
Right. It's
I'd
cool.
be like,
yo.
I'm in a movie.
That'd be
My
Valerie.
music's in a movie.
Mommy, I'm on TV.
He's so laid back. He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, that's
calladito,
cool.
ese calladito.
Sí, claro.
Yeah.
My
So
thank
then
you.
you were, at that point, I'm sure you were okay to tell mom,
Yeah. of
this
course.
is what I'm doing. And she's,
And she was like, yeah, I'm with you 100%, Always
see
came
that?
to all
I
my
love the
shows.
support.
Saludo, mama.
I did Bandera Bandera, actually the Puerto Rican parade too. We actually did one of the biggest thing for me was we ended up doing it was a a fundraiser for kids that had blood problems.
Yes. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It was called Marfan syndrome.
Okay. Okay.
And that was the biggest thing for me.
Okay.
We actually did a big GoFundMe for them and try to help all the kids that I never knew about that syndrome until I actually met the kids.
Sure.
And that did a big impact on me in the group.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
It always is refreshing to see, artists that are so, because your face lights up when you talk about that.
Yeah,
that feeling of giving back and
Joy.
doing something for the community.
I love doing anything for the community. You know,
Yeah.
anybody comes up to me, hey, I have this problem. Can you help me? Yeah, of course. I actually have a friend that passed away of cancer.
Okay.
I shaved. My hair was down here.
Wow.
Yes. And she came and asked me, crying. She's like, "Can I ask you for one favor?" I said, "Yeah, of course. I'm always willing to help out anybody."
Yes, sir.
And she told me she had cancer.
Wow.
And she like, "Will you be able to donate your hair?" I said, "Yeah, of course. Just tell me the day and the time, and I'll do it."
Yeah.
And I actually did it.
Much
love
love,
that.
Papa. Man,
love
much
that.
love.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest things when it comes to giving back to the community, because it starts in the community and then you grow from there. The people that support you and you support them,
Right.
it grows from it grows. I'm sorry, growing from the hair, but
Yeah.
I'm saying growing. Growing within the
Where are you
community and
growing?
going from there.
It does, because
does,
the community supports you and kind of gets you where you need to go.
Right.
Exactly.
So,
Right.
to be able to give back and to have a platform to give back.
Right.
You know,
right.
that is kind of key.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you make your spot in the world and you're like, all right, see you all later,
Right, right.
It's nice to give back.
That's it's crazy, because when fame hits you, and which it will, and for us as well, being humble pulls you in so many different ways. Being humble, meaning that it will test you in so many different ways, because there's going to be so many charity firms and so many places that wants to actually have you to advertise, where you can only pick and choose. You wish you can give the love to everyone until you start making those billions. You know what I mean? When you start making that, then that's when you can really bless the world with everything. Yep. But I think, starting off and understanding how humble you are with even just donating for cancer, and also doing that, taking you back to Bandera. Mira.
Awesome.
Man, we used to go to Bandera every
God,
year, man.
every year.
Every year,
Every
every year, because, we're salseros, man. So, dancing in the street like calle, man, that's what we do, and we love to actually party. But when Bandera comes around in Septiembre, man, we were like, let's hit that street. We about to make circles. We about to have people watch what we're doing and inspire, right? Inspiring, just having a great time. And you actually performed on stage with your group, right? That was a big audience.
Yes.
That was huge. I would say at least 1,000 people. Valerie's
Valerie's
excited.
It was amazing.
Talk about that moment.
Yeah.
Let me hear it.
My nerves, I was like, when I looked, they were like, "Oh, you guys coming in 2 minutes, guys." And I was, what I'm gonna do? I ended up drinking like 5 bottles of water. I'm like, it's okay, I got this. And you guys are up. But the moment they said you guys are up, all my nerves se me fueron.
Sí.
Just switch.
It was just like, it was me.
Yeah.
I would just feel normal. Hey, I'm interacting with the crowd, sing my song, and se me fue todo lo nervio. I actually wanted to stay longer in the stage. I didn't even want to get off the stage.
Once you're there, it's over. Right? It's over.
Yeah, they're like,
They're like, sir,
do another song?
the
Yeah,
next
of course.
the next
Yeah, I'm
act has
ready.
to come on
I'm
stage. Sir,
Yeah.
your song's over.
They're like, you want to do another song? Yeah, of course. Yeah. Hey, give me 2 more songs, I'll do it. It just, I love the way the crowd was. They were, excited, screaming, and then when they scream your name, it's like you feel that, that energy. Like, oh my God, hey, they're actually,
It fuels you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was that like the biggest crowd you've performed in front of?
Yeah. Well, pretty much, because I actually did a Puerto Rican parade in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
We ended up opening for De La Ghetto.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so it was pretty much the same crowd, but it was the same energy. The good energy,
Doesn't that energy make you feel like, even if it's only 100 people and they're all screaming your name, it feels like 1,000
Even
people?
if it's one person, I'll give it my 100%.
Love that. Woo!
I'm actually performing at Bandera this year.
Are you?
Are you?
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so we gotta go. We gotta show
you gotta
them.
go.
We gotta check.
You gotta see that energy, that Algarii.
MC, you know, after that, I'll be right there in the back, like this, like, you need me?
Oh, este cómo vamos, seguro.
Don't tell him that. Don't tell him that because he will be on that stage.
Okay.
And like, honey,
Vamos a ponerla a cantar conmigo.
introduce you.
Right. We're gonna move your chain. I think the chain is hitting the mic a little bit, so we'll bring it inside. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, so.
Un poquito de pelo ahí, pero.
Man, so you know, being on stage, man, is a different feeling
It's a rush.
than being inside the crowd. Now, I have to say, you know, I like being on stage. You know, I mean, I love being on stage. You know, Valerie too. You know, but it's different when you're in the crowd. Por ejemplo, so if you're actually singing your songs and then you go into the crowd and sing your songs, it's a totally different feeling.
Oh, of course.
That vibe and that love, like just man, it just melts the heart, man. And you're like, man, like let's just keep it going and just keep it rocking. It's like,
You do it for the fans. You do it for them. You know, and that's what they like. You know, some artists, you know, they'll sing, they don't interact with the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, so they don't feel that connection.
Yeah.
You know? Me, yo me vuelvo loco.
See? Exactly.
Yo bajo gente, vente, you know, like, and it's a good feeling, like, for actually we end up going to Mas Flow, you know, and it was a good feeling because I was just walking randomly and some guy was like, Algarii, and I looked and I was like, do I know you? He's like, I've been watching your video, I'm a big fan of yours, and he lives in Indiana. You know, that brought me, like, I was like, wow, like, they already know who I am, you know?
It's the humbleness.
And
He's like, what do you mean you know me?
His friends, like, this is the guy been showing the video, you know, look at him here, he's close to us, and he's like, do you mind taking a picture? No, of course, come on, let's take a picture, you know? So you got to get what the fans like, you know?
Man, of course,
you know,
man,
you gotta
that's
be
what's going to
humble.
make us,
yeah, of course.
Right? And plus being humble, keeping that humbleness there. Check this out. I never told Valerie this. I went to Walgreens in Hillside. I walk up and I said, yeah, I have a talk show. And she said, what's your talk show name? I said, Rico No Suave show. And she's like, oh, I heard about your show. I'm like, hold on. Rico Suave is from Ecuador. Now, the Rico No Suave is here in Chicago. She's like, no. Because Damon Williams is a comedian that's actually coming on our show.
Oh, nice.
And I guess Damon Williams made a shout out to us that he's going to actually be on our show.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, I heard about Rico No Suave talk show. She's like, I'm going to check it. I'm like, oh, my God. She was a cashier. And I was like, man, can I come behind the cash? She's like, no, you can't come behind here. You can't get no hugs behind here.
She's like, no, they got cameras and I'm working.
Though, that feeling out of the blue, it's like, what? Like, where did this come from, right? Where did this come from? And it just melts your heart, man. Of course, it's just like, you know, you're feeling it here.
You feel like you're doing something, you know, and it bringing people, you know.
Touching them.
Good, yeah, touching them.
Touching them, right?
Well, you do, because if you're performing, I mean, if I had a crazy day and I come out and I see you perform and, you know, instantly you could just change my day around and just, you know, whatever worries I had.
I love putting smiles on people, you know, that's what I actually do. You know, when we go out on the weekends, I see a couple of my friends sad, you know, I start playing with them, joking with them, and I get them, you know, to a happy mood. That's what I like doing, you know, making sure they have a good day. They probably had a rough day through the whole entire day, and just that one smile can make a change. You know?
Claro, man. Claro.
See, we got to put that on a t-shirt.
Yep.
That smile can change somebody's day.
Right. You gotta have your face on it though, Papa. All right, everybody, we're gonna get back to another commercial break. You already know we have my man Algarii the one right here with us on the Rico No Suave talk show. My co-host Valerie Malesio.
We'll be right back.
I owe the IRS $10,000 in back taxes, and now I'm being threatened with wage garnishment.
The state says that I owe them back taxes, and now they're going to seize my property.
At the offices of Tax Alliance, we hear stories like these all the time of people just like you who are burdened with tax debt they just can't get away from. At Tax Alliance, we're not here to judge you, we're here to help you get a fresh start. Call Tax Alliance, your tax resolution solution, right now for a no-obligation consultation.
Attention individuals who lived or worked at Camp Lejeune. You may have been exposed to contaminated drinking water and could be entitled to significant compensation. Congress has approved the Camp Lejeune Justice Act, allowing anyone who lived or worked at Camp Lejeune, North Carolina between 1953 and 1987 possibly eligible for compensation. If you or a loved one was exposed to water at Camp Lejeune, it may have been the cause for a long list of serious possible medical conditions.
Call now for a free phone consultation at 1-833-750-0286.
Has your newborn...
We're back. Everybody, you don't know what happens behind the scenes, man. You don't know what happens behind the scenes. I'm telling you, man. It feels good, man. It feels good behind the scenes. What we do behind the scenes, just when you guys know, you probably want to be here with us, too. You already know. We got my man, Algarii, the one.
Hey.
Right here next to us, right? Up-and-coming artist, everybody. You guys got to go and check him out because he's doing great things. You know, since I guess we got to get into it. I guess we got to do it. Well, I guess we got to do it. So we got to so you want to give any shout-outs to anybody that's out there?
Bueno, Algarii le quiere dar un par de shout-outs a Lady Curls, Chicago
Lady
Urbano, DJ Mambo, Franche.
Franche.
Luis Perez.
Yes.
Algarii.
All right. We got Luis Perez. Yeah, Perez. Yeah, we got him in there. We got a lot of people checking in. We got a lot of people.
A todo el mundo los quiero, los amo, todos mis fanáticos. Un shout out para todo el mundo.
Eso.
Quiero un besote a todas las nenas, todos mis fanáticos, mi familia, que los quiero mucho también, que ellos son parte que siempre me, supported me, my family always supported me,
Claro.
Los quiero mucho,
Eso.
Hey.
Eso. You know, one of the things is that having a manager is a good thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's a really good thing.
Yeah, she pushed me hard.
Gotcha.
And I love that.
Yeah. And that's the good thing, because what happens is that manager that understands your vision, that understands where you're going, and to be able to push you out there is going to actually help you with the efforts that you teamwork, right? That teamwork as well too. When it comes to actually doing performances and being judged, it's a difference being judged by an audience that just says, hey, I like your music or I don't like your music. But when you're trying to make it and your manager puts you out there and say, you got to do this competition because it's going to put you out there even more. For example, America's Got Talent, right? Or The Voice, right? And things like that. You got 3 judges or you got multiple judges. You went into competition and you actually was in front of judges. And you were picked. Yeah. Tell us about that story in regards to, first, why did you get into the competition, number one? And second, how did they pick you? And why did they pick you?
See, me, I always like competition.
Okay.
If I can't do it this time, I'll be like, you know what, next time I'm going to do better.
Okay.
Yeah. And for them to pick me, I wasn't really about the competition. I was just more of singing to the crowd.
Yes.
That's what I love doing, but I guess they loved what I did,
Yes.
So I actually ended up getting picked, and that was amazing. I was like, wow, out of it, there was a lot of good artists. And
was it just one competition? Was it like a series, like you come back perform
they
again?
do it multiple times, but at that moment, they do it by sessions, They'll have like 15 different artists, this week, and following month they'll have another different, 15. So
was it reggaeton or was it
everything.
different? Everything. Was it everything in regards to one competition that you did? Was it like R&B? Was it also like rap and reggaeton?
Everything.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you was going against.
So
other
that was
genres,
like a
obviously.
talent competition.
Yes.
It was all Chicago local.
So it wasn't
Chicago
local
local
artists. Yeah.
Wow. That's when you think about that, it's like us being. Going for like being an MC and then there's a singer that's there.
Right? You don't know what your competition is. You can't gauge it.
Right. And it's hard because you don't know what the judges are looking for. Right. But they saw something in you. So were you freestyling or did you sing one of your songs?
No, I ended up singing one of my songs.
Which one was it?
Toma.
Okay.
And then Throw It Back.
Throw It Back? So you did both of them?
I did both of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And
what was some of the feedback?
They actually said that I looked like I was already a professional.
Oh, wow.
They said that from the moment I got on stage, they thought I was already up there.
Like your comfort level. Wow.
I came real professional with dancers. We had a routine.
Yeah.
I spoke with them and I told them, you know what, don't be nervous. They just have fun out there and enjoy ourselves,
There you go.
And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah.
We enjoy ourselves and they loved that.
Yeah.
They said that they seen the actual us having fun.
Yes.
Like not looking at each other, scared or it's your turn, it's my turn. No. We're just
right. Because it will happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's the difference of going on stage and then owning a stage. You know,
Yes.
if you went up there and it's like, "Psst, I'm just gonna do my thing,
Oh,
and
yeah.
whatever
Yeah,
happens,
I
happens.
I love the stage.
Yeah, and I think that's you. Like, it comes from the community, right? It comes from you saying, I'm going to bless you guys with some great music, and I'm going to show you exactly what I got, right?
Yeah.
Right? Forget niggy, yeah, right? Right? So, one of the things is that when you get on stage and you're actually doing your thing, a lot of Chicago artists prepares differently, right? They actually... they wasn't expecting for you to come out as if you were doing a concert.
Yep.
They were expecting for you to be like other local artists, because if you think about it, with local artists, they come up and say, is this on? Oh, okay, hi, my name is Rico, and I'm going to sing for you today, right? Yeah. Versus you came out. Right? So you came out with that emphasis of... Boom.
Con toda la energía.
Claro.
Boom, ¿dónde está mi gente? Hey, viene todo el mundo con la mano arriba. You see everybody like, oh, who's this person? There's people sitting down, but once they hear somebody screaming, like, oh, who's this? Who's this? And then they'll come see, what you're bringing.
Your voice is contagious, Papa.
Yeah.
Your voice is good. You have to shout it, man. Your voice is contagious. And once that happens, that's just told you exactly that you came in first?
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody put your hands together. Algarii, you know what? Yes. Algarii, man, I'm so happy that I have you here on the show with us, man. Hey, it's crazy because when your manager called me, I didn't know who you were, right? And I was like, who is Algarii the One? I like the name.
Yeah.
I said, you know what? Let's do it. Let's bring them on, right? And then, I didn't see a picture. I haven't seen anything about you, right? And I forgot, and big shout out to the person I forgot who actually recommended. Millie. Yes, Millie. Oh.
Saludito a Millie.
Yeah, Millie. Fresa.
Yeah, Fresa.
Yeah, Fresa. I thought so. Okay, Fresa. That's why she's on today. Okay, cool. So, Fresa. Yes, that's who sent. Yeah, so big shout out to Fresa for that. And, when she came, I said, I love Fresa, right? And I love the whole group and everybody that they hang out with. And that's why DJ Mambo was actually checking in, too. Hey, Papa, I got to talk to you, Chico. I got to talk to you.
Where would DJ Mambo too? We're Team Mambo.
See, your Team Mambo. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, see, that's why he's like, yeah, I'm going to be there with the strong arm. I'm like, okay.
Team Mambo, yeah.
Yeah, Team Mambo, yeah. So, it's such a great connection to be able to have it. And when I say being professional is because we wanted to actually see exactly what you were about. Of course, when your manager called us and talked about it, I said, I'm just going to have him on because I love the name. Algarii the One is the first thing that people are going to hear. Yes. Even if you're on the radio and they don't see you, they just know you're Algarii the One, right? And then when you have that contagious, that voice that comes along with it, we flock to it, right? We flock to it. Future, going into the future now. What do you have coming up? Because 2022, you said, was the year. It's not over, right? It's not over.
I've been cooking.
You've been cooking.
Cocinando. Yes. I got a lot of good stuff coming out.
Talk to us.
August 6th, I'm actually shooting another video.
Okay.
Representing Chicago in Humboldt Park.
Charity.
Yes.
Okay.
That's gonna be pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty fun. The song that I'm doing is pretty catchy. It's like bringing the old school from Puerto Rico mixed with Chicago.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be good. I actually got a couple songs lined up already for 2022.
Okay.
The Bandera. What else? I've been pretty busy, so just this year I'm telling you guys, Algarii's coming and.
I know
stronger.
Hey, I know Algarii's coming because we ready for Algarii. You know what I mean? So let's talk about when you actually you produced music. Are you writing your own music as well, right? So you're writing your own music and things like that. So are you working on a new album for 2023?
Yes.
Or yes?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
So viene bueno. Different priorities too.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm good with everything. Salsa, merengue, bachata.
Oh.
Gotcha.
You
Hey,
got
if
a
you need
whole
us
nice
in a salsa
little-
video, let us know,
yeah.
man. Let us know.
I'll bring you in the video.
Yeah, let us go.
I'll
Let
be
us go
more
and
than
do our
welcome.
thing.
Hey,
Yeah,
what
let us do it.
Hey, Viara.
Man, so I got something for you, man, and I got a shirt for you,
Nice,
right?
appreciate
Because
it.
one of the things is that what we have on our show, we call them gems of the world, right? Not just gems of Chicago, but gems of the world. You came from Puerto Rico, right? And then you came to Chicago, but I'm sure you're going to be traveling around the world, right? As far as for all of your albums that you have. Now, this shirt means a lot to us, even though it's $1.99. We still,
I still treat it like it's $1 million.
There you go, papito.
Yes.
There you go. So what happens is we actually say thank you so much for being on the show, but thank you for
It's an honor.
what you
It's an honor
have
being here. Thank
coming
you, guys.
up. Man,
Thank you, guys.
what you got coming up, Papa? It's love, man. It's
Thank
love.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all
Big
got it.
Suave,
What?
man.
Yes. That's good. That's gonna be wear that in your concert.
Oh, seguro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Man,
Thank you.
for sure, man, for sure. So what we're going to do is we got 3 minutes left. But I do want to put up your social media, right? We're going to put up your social media because we want people to know exactly everything about you and how to follow you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you said you have a lot of shows coming up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So where can we find that information out?
Instagram, Algarii_1.
Yep.
Facebook, also the same, Algarii_1. We actually put stuff on TikTok too as well.
Okay.
What is
And you
the
got a
other-
YouTube as well.
Yeah,
too. You
YouTube
got a
as well.
YouTube.
Yes, of
Yep,
course,
we got the
YouTube.
YouTube, which is Algarii_.
Yep.
The one. So make sure you guys
Tune in.
It's easy. Do it now.
Yep.
Because it's easy.
Right this minute.
That's right.
Click on
Right
it.
now.
Click on it.
Yeah, man. So
And you're easy to find because they're all the same, right?
Yeah, no, all the same. All the same. Yeah.
See, there's you don't have to go on a scavenger hunt or anything.
there's no other Algarii than one that's out there.
There's only one.
There's only
Only
one,
one.
Papa. There's only one, Papa. There's only one. Hey, so so we got Louis Perez. He's actually said Team Ra Ra.
Team Ra Ra.
Edwin J says Algarii the one repping de Corozal,
Corozal,
Puerto Rico, right?
Exactly,
At Chicago.
I was raised in Corozal, Puerto Rico.
Okay.
Saludos a toda mi gente también de Corozal.
Eso, mi gente de Puerto Rico. What's your and of course, being born in Puerto Rico and things like that, do you have a favorite food?
I love all the food.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So good.
Yes.
He's like just Puerto Rican
Yeah.
food.
Any Puerto Rican food.
Any Puerto Rican food. So for you guys that's not from Puerto Rico and never had Puerto Rican food, what type of Puerto Rican food that you like?
The main dish is like
the main
arroz
dish.
con gandules,
Sí.
con pernil,
Yeah.
unos guineitos al lado, you know.
Uh-huh,
See, I love bacalao.
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 Yes.
Viandas, it's my favorite. Yeah.
He's just as
Now-
passionate
now I'm
about his
getting
food.
Yeah.
So, tostones y plátano y
fritos,
todo. Yeah,
Seguro.
right? Hey, do they make empanadas in Puerto Rico?
Yeah.
They do, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The carne de pizza, the pizza is really good.
In serio?
Yes.
What?
You really see that whole cheese.
Yeah. Okay, so, we're in Chicago.
I know.
So pizza is a different emotion when you're here in Chicago.
It's hard to find here in Chicago.
I know. But do you like Chicago pizza as well, too?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Do you have a favorite Chicago pizza place that you like to go to? I'm just
Not
throwing it
really,
out
not
there.
really, not
No?
really, no.
You just like the pizza in
Yeah,
general?
in general.
In general?
Yeah, in general.
Yeah.
Is the food okay here in comparison to what you get in Puerto Rico?
No.
Different, right?
Yeah.
That's an honest answer.
You
Love
have,
that.
you have that I don't know, that taste that
That's
you
how
want
it
to
was,
come
man.
back again, the next day and eat the same thing again. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, especially if my abuelita está cocinando allá
exactly.
en la cocina, and you're like, man.
Well, that's
I'm
my
like,
favorite right there.
Right?
El ajos de abuelita,
Ay,
con pollo,
con pollo. Ay,
un juguito de
papá.
parcha al lado. Wow.
Wow, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. I like to cook, man. So I love to hear what other people like to actually, feed off on time being, right? So it's a good thing. Man, it was great having you on the show today, man. It was great having you on the show. Man, you got to come back. You're going to come back. Otherwise, we'll see you on the red carpet anyway.
No, I will definitely come back.
You'll come back?
Yes.
But when we come back, we'll see you on the red carpet anyway.
Sounds good.
Okay, I like that. Everybody, put your
red carpet. We'll come to you.
Right, my man Algarii, the one. Yes, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. Everybody, thank you guys so much for actually being, man. It's much love. My co-host Valerie Malesio. Man, I hope you guys are enjoyed yourself today. Man, we're gonna put up our social media before we get out of here, everybody. So once again, it's your boy Rico No Suave here with my co-host Valerie Malesio and my tag team back again. Yes, www. The Rico No Suave Show is where you'll find us. You can actually find out all about our past clips as well as our videos, also our past photos and all of that great stuff. Here's the next one. Boom! At Rico No Suave Show. You already know we're on Instagram. So make sure you go to Instagram and follow us there. Do it now. If you're actually listening to this right now, do it now. So make sure you follow us there on Instagram. Here's our next one. Oh, yeah. Rico No Suave Show on Facebook. Yes, we're on Facebook, everybody. So make sure you go ahead and like.
Love.
All day, every day, like what she said. All right, so here's the next one. You know our YouTubers. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, everybody. Make sure you do it for us. Make sure you do it for Algarii, the one también. He's on YouTube. We're on YouTube. Do them both, right? Do them right now. Here's our last one, everybody. We have nothing but the best when it comes to the audio on mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. So make sure you go there. Make sure you have a great time. Listen to our past interviews as well, too. We're having a lot of celebrities coming onto the show. So if you're a podcaster or you like the audio, make sure you go to mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. Everybody, we got to get out of here, everybody. We want to thank you guys so much for being on the show with us today. If you like the show, make sure you share, compartirlo con sus amigos y todo. Make sure you like everything that we're actually doing because we love what you do. All right, until this Tuesday, we have LaJune Singleton, health and wellness coach, will be here on the show at 6:30. Only 30-minute episode, so make sure you actually tune in with us. And we'll see you guys as we end off the show, just like Algarii the one.